この番組はnijisanjienのなんちゃら提供でお送りしております。
Welcome to VSF. You've been chosen to be part of the most formidable special forces unit in the virtual world. Here, you will learn only the most highly classified, cutting-edge combat and self-defense techniques developed by Commanding Officer Sonny Brisko.
Oh, hi. I'm Sonny Brisko, your commanding officer. In VSF, you need to be equipped with the skills and tools to protect yourself and eliminate any threat that you might encounter in the field. I can teach you those skills, so pay attention carefully. Let's start with the basics. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon. Step 1. Remain calm. Don't forget your training. Don't let the enemy know you're afraid. Assume the position. Step 2. Assess the threat. There may come a time where you find yourself at a tactical disadvantage. But with the right training, no matter how impossible or unyielding the situation might seem, there is always an extremely violent solution. Step 3. Engage. Use whatever means necessary to neutralize the target. Your body is a weapon. Aim it with purpose. Now remember, the primary objective in a self-defense situation is to irreparably maim or preferably to destroy your assailant. Now, we're all familiar with your jabs, your straights, and your hooks, but do not underestimate the raw power of the vicious elbow barrage. Don't ever give up. Even if you miss your strikes, you might have the chance to catch them on the tail end of your elbow, like so. As for kicks, do not hold back. In a self-defense situation, it's live or die. Immediately go for a low, oblique kick downwards diagonally into the knee, causes permanent knee damage, but you don't have time to worry about that. Immediately into the knee, send them to the hospital. If you find yourself without a weapon, but in the presence of alcohol, drink it immediately to activate your latent drunken boxing suiken powers. If your assailant has a knife and you don't, he thinks he has the upper hand. Use his power against him with Aikido. If you're being threatened with a gun, don't let them think they're in control. Their vitals are always wide exposed, open for you to attack. Try to grab the gun immediately and knock them out by attacking their weak point. Looks like you're ready to start sparring. Try to keep up. Stance up. Go!
Come on.
Getting into some very advanced territory now. Allow me to impart upon you the secret technique only known by VSF agents. It takes years to master. It's a very delicate, refined move and requires a lot of grace and finesse. Working at VSF, you're bound to make a few enemies. It's imperative that you impart this knowledge onto your family, and especially your newborn children, to learn how to defend themselves in the case of an attack. You're on the way home from the grocery store, and you're approached by a man with 2 knives. If he moves like a snake, the knives may be poisoned. How do you protect yourself? Use any object whatsoever at your disposal to protect yourself and your life and your family. Two knives, 3 negi. Looks like I win. In a do-or-die situation, what have you got to lose by aiming for a frame-perfect parry to protect yourself? Make yourself big. Bark like a dog. Do whatever it takes to fend off your assailant. Huh? Your gun is your best friend on the battlefield, but don't forget to treat it with respect, and don't forget your gun's safety. Make sure the safety is on at all times until you're ready to fire. When you are ready to fire, turn the safety off, put your finger on the trigger, and make sure the gun is loaded by looking down the barrel. When you're ready to engage, consider the distance between you and the enemy. If they're in knife distance, you may want to use the knife to avoid any gun-related injuries. Switch to the gun to address any new targets. If you're in a pickle, give him a tickle. Use any means necessary to try and disarm your opponent, whether that be physically or mentally.
Please! I'm pregnant! Don't kill me!
And that's how it's done. Looks like you're ready to take your skills out into the field. Let me show you how a real VSF officer takes on hardened criminals at a criminal den where they do criminal things. VSF. Surprise? This blade is made of 100% Japanese steel folded 1,000 times and is sharp enough to cut any known material in the universe. Don't bring a gun to a sword fight. Kakugo! And that concludes our training for today. Remember, the techniques shared in this video are highly confidential VSF for your eyes only and should not be shared with any unrelated parties. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube.